Hi, David Coatney with Sleek Web Marketing here. Today I want to talk about accountability and transparency in the SEO or search engine optimization industry. SEO, more than most industries, needs accountability. Too many times business owners can feel intimidated by technology industries if they don't know a lot about it. So then the SEO person can just swoop in and say, I know what I'm doing, you don't, trust me. And there's really no transparency. You should always be able to ask your SEO person, explain what you've done, because it's your money. One thing that sets me apart is I send my clients a spreadsheet at the beginning of every month highlighting their progress for that month for all of their keywords. I hold myself accountable and my clients are free to put my feet to the fire anytime they wish. So this is what one of my reports looks like. This is a 20-term client in California that we've had some success with. The report basically shows where they were ranked when they started, where they were ranked last month, and where they are today, so they can gauge their progress over time. This report goes out like clockwork on the first of every month. And then at the bottom, I've included some other analytics that goes into a little bit more detail regarding their website visitors. Now, to me, this is common sense. I know a lot of other SEO specialists in the industry that do something similar to this. For some, their report might look different, as each company has their own preferred method and reporting mechanism. I use ProRank Tracker to gather my data, but the important thing is that there is a report. However, you might be surprised how many people I've spoken with that have said they've never received any kind of report from their SEO company. So how do you know if you're making progress? That should be a big red flag. Now, does it always mean the company you hired isn't doing anything for you? Not necessarily. I knew a painter who said he had used the same SEO company for the last year and had never once received any kind of reporting. He had no idea what they were doing for him. So he asked me to see how he was ranked. I was totally expecting to see that his site was tanking, as that is often the case in these situations. And to my surprise, he was at the top or near the top of the rankings for almost all of the most commonly searched terms in his industry. So they were actually doing a great job for him. Now, personally, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. If you're doing a great job for your client, wouldn't you want them to know it? So just because you're not receiving any kind of reporting doesn't automatically mean the company you hired isn't doing their job. But in many cases, that can be what it means. I've seen many more cases where the client wasn't receiving any reporting back, and when I checked their rankings, they just weren't found at all. And I've been present for a couple of those subsequent conversations where the SEO company was specifically asked what they were doing and kind of skirted around the issue. You should always be able to ask your SEO company, what did you work on this month? They should have an answer for that. Of course, there's a generic answer to that question, and then there's the technical answer to that question, so be prepared if they start giving you the technical answer, but the important thing is that they have an answer. They're not just taking your money and saying, thanks. So if you're already using an SEO company and they're not sending you reports on where you're ranked, I would recommend reaching out and asking them if they can send you reports. I think some companies might refrain simply because they're concerned their clients might get caught up in the monthly fluctuations and natural processes of SEO. So they'll probably explain to you that SEO is a long game and you have to look at the longer window. You know what? That's absolutely true. SEO is a process that takes time, and you'll see fluctuations within that. But the important thing is that you're trending upward over the long term. Now, if you don't currently have an SEO company and you're looking to hire one, then I would absolutely recommend asking that as one of your initial vetting questions. How do I know when we're getting ranked? Will you send me reports highlighting progress? If they're not willing to say yes to that question, then I would look for another company. Once again, that's not to say they couldn't end up doing a good job, but there are too many companies out there that will send you reporting, so my recommendation is to find one of those. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at david@sleekwebmarketing.com. Thanks, guys.